What's up guys, in this video let's check out the structural integrity and quality of the glass provided on the shiny red variant of the Samsung Galaxy J6 Plus and compare its camera to the Redmi 6. On holding the Galaxy J6 Plus for the first time, the impression you get is of a premium looking 6-inch device with the glossy red back and the 18.5:9 Infinity display. And the back is actually plastic with a mirror-like glass finish, and it does attract a lot of fingerprint smudges. Even though it's on the heavier side at 178 grams, in hand it does not feel heavy due to good weight distribution. Let's hope the plastic used in the Galaxy J6 Plus is of good quality, because if you remember, the only Samsung device which failed the bend test was the Galaxy J4 due to poor quality plastic. Apart from the pro of good looks, the entry-level Snapdragon 425 is actually a big downgrade compared to the Exynos 7870 on the Galaxy J6, which also scores much higher on Antutu. This is further strengthened by the fact that general operations is not the smoothest as you would like a 16K device to be, especially during gaming or using the camera. There are no issues while playing lighter games, but in heavier games such as Asphalt 8, you need to play it at medium graphic settings for it to be playable, and even then the experience may not be as smooth as say a Snapdragon 625. In fact, at half the price and in comparison, the 8K device Xiaomi Redmi 6 with the MediaTek Helio P22 chipset games without any issues at the highest graphic settings. Talking about the camera, you get the usual layout with the portrait mode, which Samsung calls as live focus, and a few pro modes where you can manually change the ISO and exposure levels. However, getting to the HDR mode is a bit inconvenient as it's inside the camera settings and not included among these icons above. One of the cons is the extremely slow processing time while clicking pictures with the HDR mode on. In good lighting conditions, you can get some great shots in the auto HDR mode, where the camera decides whether the HDR should be on or off. Mostly, the brightness levels are a bit on the higher side, and the color seems to be a bit muted in some pictures compared to real life. And as you can see, the yellow hues are a bit exaggerated compared to the Redmi 6. The portrait mode, where you can even adjust the blur levels later, works well, though it can look artificial in some situations like these. The dynamic range can be a hit or miss depending on the situation, so it's a good idea to take multiple shots if you want to get the perfect shot. Overall, it's an average camera which gets the job done in daylight conditions. Moving on to the scratch test, let's rub up this unnamed glass protection on the Galaxy J6 Plus with common items found in pockets like keys and coins, and lastly with a heavy duty box cover. Apart from a few faint marks due to the keys and coins, even in higher quality glasses, the blade helps in bringing out the true quality of the glass. Because in case of poor quality glasses like in the J6, Oppo A3s and the Realme 1, the blade was able to leave ugly scuff marks while it cannot do any damage in higher quality Corning glasses. So let's find out how this unnamed glass on the Galaxy J6 Plus performs against the blade abuse. Fortunately, unlike the Galaxy J6, which had failed the test with scuff marks, the J6 Plus passes the test with just a minute scratch by the key and absolutely no damage by the blade. But it is always a good idea to install a tempered glass to protect it against sand particles and accidental drops to safeguard a display. Now moving on to fun stuff you have been waiting for, the bend test. Let's hope it does not fail like the Galaxy J4, the only Samsung device which had suffered from internal screen shatter, and find out if the polycarbonate plastic is able to handle my bend force. Similar to the Poco F1, Oppo A3s and the Realme 1, all of which had polycarbonate plastic, the Samsung Galaxy J6 Plus also manages to survive in bend force. And apart from the slight flex and the superficial cracking sound, the Galaxy J6 is able to survive the bend test with ease.